sure by now you guys have heard that Soulja Boy has tried to tap into the gaming community. Earlier this month, he introduced the SouljaGame console and the SouljaGame handheld, which are some unbelievably cheap Chinese knockoffs. These things are absolute pieces of shit. Do not buy them. I don't know anyone who's got half a brain in their head that would buy these things. I don't know if this is, some parents that are buying it for their kid. I don't know, maybe they can't afford an Xbox One or PS4. Maybe these are people who are nostalgic and they like to play those really old games. I don't know, but this thing is definitely not worth the money. So a lot of YouTubers, in particular one called Mad Little Pixel, he's done a review, and his review I thought was very good. It summed it up perfectly. That console is an absolute piece of shit, so do not buy it. And so not only are YouTubers, you have media outlets such as Polygon, and Polygon did their review, and same thing, they said that this is an absolute piece of garbage, but they also said that essentially Soulja Boy is just selling bootleg emulators as his own. And that's what's really interesting about this. Okay, he's basically pushing these games off, as if they're his, and he hasn't received any kind of copyright. He doesn't have the permission of any of these companies to sell these games. So essentially, the SouljaGame console has 800 built-in games, and the handheld version has roughly 3,000. And it's got access to, PS1, PC games, Sega, Neo Geo, Game Boy Advance, and the NES. Now, like Neo Geo, I remember playing that in the video arcades when I was a kid. I loved Neo Geo games. But what's really funny to me, everyone on YouTube and Twitch knows how Nintendo is. I think they kind of just started to ease up on their policies about people, streaming their games. I know they don't, in the past they didn't like people, doing streams of their games for whatever reasons. I'm still a little new to this. I just know enough not to do Nintendo, okay? Because I don't want to get a strike. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't want to get a cease and desist letter from them. But everyone knows that if there's a company in the gaming community that's going to sue the shit out of you, it's Nintendo. Okay, so this whole whatever stunt he's doing, and I'm going to be honest with you here, and you might say I'm just being hateful, or, I'm throwing some shade his way, but in my opinion, this is a sad, pathetic, attempt for someone to regain some sort of relevancy. Okay. When was the last time this guy, I don't know if he's a former rapper, he's still a rapper, I don't know, I stopped listening to him years ago. But when was the last time this guy had a hit? Okay, and it really, to me, it just feels like, okay, he's trying to become relevant again. And he has his own website where he sells all this cheap stuff, and all of it really is just cheap Chinese knockoffs. Is really all it is. I'm not gonna put his website in the description or anything because I'm not gonna advertise his shit. I mean, it's just a bunch of junk. It's really all it is. So I don't know how he got mixed up with or how he got it started. I don't know if some Chinese company maybe contacted him, or maybe he was sincerely trying to get into the gaming community. He's just going about it the absolute wrong way. This is like the ass way to do this. Okay, so for the console, it's $199. You can get it on sale for $149, and the handheld is also at $149. And Soulja Boy has since announced that he has made, since the launch, he has made $250,000. Okay, $200. You can put $200 towards a decent, graphics card. Okay, I wish I knew now. Back when I was a straight console gamer, I wish I knew these things. Okay, but $200, you can get a pretty decent graphics card for $200. Okay, hell, you can pretty much get a 1070 for, I've seen them for like $350 on Newegg. Okay, so $200, you could put that towards a good CPU. That's 200. That could go towards, buying that gaming PC. I'm not going to waste $200 on a piece of shit Chinese knockoff. But apparently, he's still got fans and they're supporting him, so that's what these people are doing. Okay, so a fool and his money will soon be parted. I mean, this is absolutely stupid, but these people are out here buying this shit. So not only does he have the console, which by the way looks like a Xbox One knockoff, okay, and same with the handheld, it kind of looks like a Nintendo Switch knockoff, at least to me it does. And he also has the SouljaGame Fuse. Now the Fuse is, again, that's a Chinese game console that was introduced back in 2016, and he's selling that on his website for $399. And it is essentially just a resold, repurposed version of the Chinese Fuse. Okay, that's all it is. But what's sad is that when Polygon did their review on it, they state in their article that it can't play the majority of the games it claims that it can, and the ones that it does play, it doesn't play them well. Okay, it's essentially just a marked up emulator. It's really all this thing is. Now, what's really interesting to me is that he has been contacted by Nintendo, and they have threatened to press criminal charges. And by selling these games without Nintendo's permission, he is now in violation of the Trademark Counterfeiting Act, and he can face 10 to 20 years in prison. Okay, and we all know Nintendo, they don't play around when it comes to this kind of shit. So they probably, more than likely, I would guess they probably sent him a cease and desist letter. They probably told him to stop selling these things. He probably will owe Nintendo a portion, whatever, profit he might have made. He may have to give that to Nintendo to keep them off his back. I don't know. I just know Nintendo doesn't fuck around when it comes to this kind of stuff. But it's not just Nintendo. It's all, like I said, it's also PlayStation, Sega, Neo Geo, Game Boy Advance. Well, that's Nintendo. And I don't know what PC games are on there, but all these companies, it's probably not just going to be Nintendo. More than likely, all these other companies are also probably going to be calling him to let him, or contacting him through legal means to let him know either stop selling this shit or face legal action. So I don't know. Again, this to me, and like I said, you can. It's okay if you say I'm just being hateful. To me, this is a sad, pathetic excuse to regain some type of relevancy in society. I mean, dude, that ship has sailed. Okay, seriously. I mean, his last, like I said, was in what was it, 07, 08? I mean, who's talking about Soulja Boy anymore? Well, they are now, in the gaming community. So he, if he was trying to get some kind of relevancy, or get people talking about him, then okay, mission accomplished. But I seriously doubt you're gonna get the attention that you were hoping for, especially if it comes in the form of, legal paperwork to get served, and you end up having to be in court, having Nintendo hand you your ass, let alone serving 10 to 20 years in prison over some counterfeit, Nintendo, shit. So let me know what you think, and like I said, don't buy this shit. If you know anyone who's looking at buying this shit, you know what, you deserve to lose your fucking money, because this thing is a piece of shit. That's $200, hell, $400 for the Fuse. I guess that's supposed to be the 4K version. And when I looked at the specs, I believe it was a quad-core processor. It was using DDR3 RAM, and it just looks horrible. Okay, and like I said, Mad Little Pixel, go to his YouTube channel if you want to see. Actually, I think I'll leave a link in the description so you can see his review for it, and you can see, in his review how cheap this thing is. And more than likely, if you do order this thing, it's coming from China. I don't think he has an actual warehouse or something. I don't know. But that's what a lot of people are speculating, that more than likely he was probably contacted by the Chinese and asked, hey, let's make some kind of business deal. we'd like to sell these things. You could be like the front man or whatever and make some profit. And that's why these things are so marked up, because you can go, I believe, on Amazon or AliExpress or one of those websites and buy these things for like $50. Okay, I doubt they'd even be worth that. I mean, these things are absolute pieces of garbage. So and the other complaint that I've seen on YouTube is that people have ordered this thing, but they haven't received it yet. They haven't received it. The money's been taken out of their bank account or their PayPal. They haven't received shipping or tracking information, and they're just sitting here, with their thumbs up their ass trying to figure out, oh, hey, where's my game machine? Where's my console at? Either ship it or I want my money back. And probably the reason why it's taking you so long is because it's probably being shipped from China. So I seriously doubt he has like his own warehouse, and like I said, that's what a lot of other people are speculating, that you order this thing and it's coming from China, so it's probably going to take a while before you actually get this thing, but people are actually buying it, and to me that's just mind-boggling. But anyway, let me know what you think. Go ahead and feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.